Everybody, welcome to the Pride Forecast. My name is Bryce.
Chris.
Ross.
Alex.
This week is serious.
We laugh, baby.
All right, not anymore. R. Kelly was allegedly dropped from Sony Music, but there's no official confirmation on that.
Like, how is it hard to take a stand on that?
Well, you got to think about it. What countries is Sony based in? What's
Japan.
What's the legal limit in Japan?
Probably like...
Depends on the prefecture.
Don't act like you don't know.
They probably think. They probably think if they just do it but don't announce it, that it'll just kind of under the radar. Like,
Well, because I'm sure they don't give it like if I think in Germany the legal age is like really young, and that's why R. Kelly's concerts are still going on there. His tour.
You want to Google that and put yourself on a watch list, though?
No, I'm not. I pick up my phone and I'm like, yeah, I'll look it up.
Oh, no.
You're right.
That sounds terrible.
But if Sony, where Japan is, whatever their legal age is, it might not be as big of a deal there as it is here.
I don't know, it depends, yeah.
So, who knows? We'll see if they officially make a statement on it. Mm-hmm. Currently, he is still on their website as a listed artist. His catalog isn't going away. That sort of shit, so who knows?
I think this is just another opportunity for big corporations to say they don't give a shit about you, America. Like that.
Exactly.
They do that all the time, though.
All right, let's get all the diddling out of the way immediately again.
Yep.
Does anybody have any comment on the Foxy Brown Jay-Z thing?
Nope.
I don't know, not really. Yeah, not really.
Yeah.
All right, so that's alleged too.
Yep.
The only one who's really isn't alleged is Drake because they got it on camera.
Yeah.
That's true. That was creepy. You don't Google that. You'll probably be on the list too.
That's super big watch list.
All right, so I'm talking about the Nick Cannon interview with Dame Dash, where he tries to bait Dame Dash into saying that Foxy Brown was young when they were signed, which implied that they knew she was young and Jay-Z dated her or whatever.
And then I saw an article that came out that said Dame Dash wasn't allowed near Beyonce and shit like that. Like, they were on that, like, yeah, let's try to steal your girl shit. And it's like, I could understand why that business model went bad because, like, you can't be...
You got to think Beyonce's like 20 years younger than Jay-Z, so, I mean, it's a sliding scale for that dude, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true indeed.
Yep. So who knows? We'll see when that unfolds. I'm sure Jay-Z will say zero about it.
Yeah.
Missy Elliott. Wait, is Drake any diddling from Drake? No, that's already done with. Missy Elliott.
Allegedly done with.
Allegedly done with.
Jeez.
Missy Elliott, first female rapper inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. How do you feel about that, Chris?
I am excited. Virginia stand up. I mean, it's really cool to see a Virginia artist get up to those levels of, just...
Who else do you think could have been before her, though? Like...
In the female songwriter?
Like, female rapper, songwriter, I mean.
Oh, I don't think there's anybody.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if there... Seems like the good choice, I mean.
Yeah. And she had a lot of fucking hits. Like, I periodically go on YouTube and I'm like, Missy Elliott playlist. And I'm like, I know that song. 600 songs later, I know that song. Like, just good.
And,
really good.
Like... Does this imply any, like, is this only based off of what she wrote for herself, or would this include all her other credits for other rappers?
Usually if it's a
maybe?
songwriter thing, it includes everything, usually.
Okay. Was she writing for a lot of other people? I don't even know that.
Well,
I mean, it's possible, yeah.
And it's hard to dissect because, like, with us right now, I'm gonna bring up a little bit of this. With us right now, like, when you're trying to put together your song, and I'm like, okay, well, this bar would be better if you do this, this, and this, depending on how involved you are, that might be credits. And she worked with a lot of people, so I'm not really sure how far out the credits go, but yeah.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of people start with songwriting because they, a lot of people, they get told that they're not, like, good enough to be a performer themselves.
Yeah.
But then eventually, like, Bruno Mars and stuff like that. He started as a songwriter.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, look at him without sunglasses.
I mean, Ye started out as a producer. Diddy started out producing stuff, too, and then eventually he kind of had a career for a little bit.
Kind of just emerged as, somebody that's marketable. I think it's not even about having the skills to do it, because I bet 9 times out of 10 they go into the booth. This is how I envision it being recorded, and they record the whole song, and then somebody just do exactly what they were told. So,
Who started that boss rapping thing?
what do you mean? Boss
Was it
rap?
Easy? Where like the boss starts rapping to big up the other guys and themselves.
That is a good question. That's a really good question.
Good.
I'm not sure.
We don't have an answer.
Yeah, I don't have an answer to that. That's a really good question, though. If you know, put it down in the
We
comments.
should get like a magic 8-ball that we could just like.
right?
Yeah. Not today. Well, next time, guys.
Shit.
Drake is supposedly going to be a living in and performing at a nightclub in Vegas for a year.
Yeah, I heard about
Yeah,
that.
there's a residency.
A live-in. Yeah, residency sounds better.
I'm not looking forward to any of that.
What does that even mean to me? Like
you just
He gets to
perform the
live
same-
in Vegas and do shows like every so often and just get paid to exist there.
does he stay at like a hotel, or is he literally
Oh,
at the club? Because the way it sounds like you're saying is he's like at
I'm
the
guessing-
club.
Well, all the
Yeah.
clubs are in the hotel.
Well, I
They're-
think
yeah,
yeah.
it's-
See, that's what I figured. But why don't they state it like
it's
that?
like,
It
well,
just
I mean,
sounds
like
weird.
you know, in Vegas, there's got to be like hotel, casino attached, club attached.
Because I just
maybe-
picture
maybe
clubs around here
adult
and they don't have no
entertainment
hotels.
attached. Like there's,
Yeah, this is like you get to live in the suite.
Like,
they
I've
just
never-
pamper the fuck
I've
out
never
of
been to
you.
Vegas, so
They pretty much. I've been to Vegas once when I was younger, and they pretty much make you the main attraction on the strip. Like you will be the main attraction. Tickets will be stupid expensive, and they'll just pamper the fuck out of you to exist there.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
And then pay you for it at the same
Yeah.
time.
maybe he's just there because most of the people are gonna be over 21. Like they're gonna be old.
He's like, hey, you gotta have ID before
maybe
you
he's
get in
just
here.
there because
You ain't gonna find many under 18, right?
Money.
Yeah, there you go. But what's crazy is even if his shoe deal fell through, like Adidas went through a slump last year.
Well, Scorpion was like not his best work. So.
Nope. And I already shared my sentiment on that. So Far Gone is his best work ever, and will be his best work ever, I think.
Probably.
He could put 16 more albums out this year, and that'll still be his best work.
And that was that a mixtape?
Yeah.
Would you guys see Drake in Vegas? How much? How much would you pay?
You'd have to fucking pay me.
Are we talking about nosebleeds or VIP or in between?
In between.
Like if you asked me, like if I had to do a timeshare thing to get a free trip to Vegas or watch Drake perform, I'd take the timeshare. Like me.
I don't.
Yeah, 25.
I don't think. Well, I think when I went there, I was like 19. I think so. That was a long time ago. But I don't think it's cheap to actually exist in Vegas, like to
Depends
visit.
what you do.
But
Yeah.
because it's cheap entry fee, and then all the money you flood into gambling and
Yeah, it's-
all the
Yeah,
parties.
it's
Isn't it free
$5
drinks and-
everything, right?
Yeah, they get. I don't think they do free smokes anymore, but they'll go around with free drinks and shit like
Yeah.
they do at the casinos here. Except for it's rare as shit when you see somebody with free drinks.
I see it quite often when I'm up there. When I was
Fuck
up
no, you
I've been
don't.
to a casino
dude.
once in my life, so like.
Oh,
and
man.
I lost $20 and got a T-shirt.
I had a
It was
huge-
for my birthday.
I had a huge winning streak where I won like 5 times in a row going. and
You
then
were
then I
addicted
then I
to
lo-
gambling.
Then I lost once and I was like, nah, I'm good.
You wanted to go every like single fucking weekend to the casino.
Because I was coming back with extra money every time and I was all excited.
And then I
pretty
went and
sweet.
I'm like $60. It's gone.
That was funny
Yeah.
when you were like on this one machine the one time when I went with you or whatever, and you like was just lost, and I go on it right after you, and I win, and I'm just like, ah!
Yeah, I'm like, fuck you, you little bitch. But I remember sitting at the blackjack tables.
I got destroyed at blackjack that last.
Yeah,
time.
I was sitting with them on the same table, and Ross is like just doing stupid shit, and I'm like, dude, you need to chill.
No, the frick. Well, as soon as the dealer was trying to tell me what to do, and I didn't do what he said, and he looked like he got mad at me, I was like, oh, he's gonna make me lose every fucking hand.
Oh,
I don't. I'm like this fucking.
Yeah, Ross thought the dealer got to decide his fate or something.
dude. Well,
Ross is just looking at him like, "Are you
Holy
seriously
shit.
doing this? You're like one of those fucking old people that sit at the tables
Dude.
and bitch at the dealer."
The time I was there before, I had a nice old man dealer. I won my ass off.
Because it doesn't. That's not how it works, Ross. They don't get to pick and choose, dude.
Yeah, superstition, bro.
I even went to a table.
This guy's name was Russ, and he was a dickhead. That's all you gotta know.
Do you remember his name was
Yes,
Russ?
His name was Russell.
Because it's close to Ross.
Right? He's like your
He had
evil
the name
twin,
tag. That's why
Russ
I
and Ross.
I like that guy. I got to a table where people were really nice that I joined, and then I got to one of the tables where people are mad that you joined.
Yep.
Like, get the fuck out of here.
Well, if you're the
ruining my
person
street.
right before the dealer and you do something you're not supposed to, they're gonna,
Yeah.
I do whatever. I fuck it up. I don't care.
Well, usually
But-
if I'm sitting right in front of the dealer, I try to strategize to where if he needs to hit, he's gonna bust.
Yeah, you
know
can
what I'm
try.
Dude, I just remember the McDonald's there was small and just fucking constant line of
I had a
people.
friend who did that,
Wow.
where he just did minimum bets right before the dealer, and he'd try to kind of it wasn't counting cards, but it was he was thinking what was more likely to come up. So he would hit and try to get rid of the cards he thought the dealer needed, and it actually worked pretty good. I made a bunch of money.
Holy shit. What's
you
the
go.
buy-in for shit like this, though?
We were just on the
dollar tables.
dollar tables or
What?
$3
That's
tables.
a fucking thing?
One
I
of the
wasted all of the $20 on slots. That was it.
Just have that guy
Dude,
play
they
the
got
minimum.
they got like $100 tables and shit, and it's like, are you fucking nuts? Just
pretty
old
good. They got hired
geriatrics,
in $100
retired
tables.
people just sitting
Yeah.
there. It's like, holy
They got
shit.
the whole high roller part that I went into.
Yeah, they got the high roller section.
I went into the high roller section and played some slots once, but that's all I did.
Is that where it's like $1
I think
per
it's like
tick?
the minimum is like $1
Yeah.
per thing. I think.
Yeah.
Don't gamble, kids, unless daddy's rich. Then just do it.
Piss it away.
He'll fund it. He'll bankroll your addiction.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, don't. So what else do we want to talk about with hip hop? I know someone
Soulja.
said St. Louis ain't hip hop.
We got to talk about Soulja Boy.
Soulja
No,
Boy.
we don't, dude.
Yes, we do.
No.
What, his second
We have
console?
to 100% talk about Soulja Boy.
And how he's ripping off kids.
Well, ripping off kids, but separate from that, he is screaming at everybody in the industry right now, and it's embarrassing and hilarious at the same time.
He's
'Cause,
trash, dude. One hit wonder trash.
He had multiple hits.
Nah.
Yeah, he started that new wave where people going on YouTube. You remember going on LimeWire and trying to download a song, and it turns out to be Soulja Boy and not the song that you wanted
I don't
to
think
download.
that ever happened to me.
Really?
I didn't use LimeWire or any of that stuff.
I've had it
come
where
on.
it was different stuff. I don't remember if it was.
I was straight up
Yeah.
using torrent stuff right away. I didn't use the other stuff.
Soulja Boy and
LimeWire?
50 Cent.
I wasn't using LimeWire.
What'd you use?
I used
Bearshare?
BitTorrent and shit right away.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Dude, you were
So
so
fucking
smart
ahead
back
of
in
the
day.
wave? Yeah.
LimeWire was before that shit, though. I don't think BitTorrent was around.
I
then.
didn't have good enough internet probably before then to use LimeWire.
I was using LimeWire on dial-up.
Holy
I don't know.
fuck.
I
How long did it take you to download shit on dial-up with LimeWire?
We
Well,
had dial-up
there
until
were
I was like
there were
a
share
junior
sites
in high school.
There were share sites
Or
back then because
sophomore?
they hadn't cracked down on that, where you literally just have download from a link on a site.
Well, you
without
gotta be
using that.
You gotta be. Well, if you can find it, you gotta be smart.
Oh yeah, there were whole sites
Fucking
that
I was
had
a
it.
dumbass.
Pirate Bay?
I used that shit.
Pirate
Use that?
Bay.
Anybody use Pirate
That
Bay?
was not until
I
after we
never
were out of
used
high
Pirate
school.
Bay ever, just because I always thought that they were being watched.
And it turns out they were.
It's like...
And I
man.
still used it. Get
Right?
fucked, FBI. No, I'm
Well, they're
kidding.
probably
Torch
20. They're
fucking
probably
60
getting into
years
the
and
lawsuits from 1995 now. So you probably got
Yeah.
30, 40 years before they get to you.
Thank
Right?
God, dude.
Holy fuck.
Thank God.
That was a
But-
lot of illegal music. That's crazy.
Yeah, LimeWire was great.
Yeah.
Downloading that
Computer aids.
240p porn on dial-up. Damn, dude.
Yeah,
I
get your
didn't-
computer all them
We
viruses.
didn't even know what P was back then. We thought P was something that R. Kelly did to
God damn it. Well, no, when you were downloading porn, you had no idea what you were getting.
Yes,
Yeah,
You're
Like-
just sitting there. He's just sitting like Donald Trump PP tape.
That's no one on that tape.
Holy shit. That is
That's
fucking
no
funny.
one on that tape.
So what do you guys think about Soulja Boy ranting like a dumbass everywhere, ripping off kids?
He has some valid points.
We done.
He was
One of
one.
them.
He was one of, if not the first person to go from YouTube to that big stardom at that young age. And it was a very important time, and I mean, I do think that he deserves
Nah,
at least
man.
that much.
Justin Bieber did it first.
Justin Biebs?
Yeah.
He was probably like 7.5 at that time.
Yeah, he got discovered like really early
Right?
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's like, I get it, but also like him saying he put so many people on, like that just tells me you have a bad business model, because if you know, oh, I know all of the artists before they come up and they sign their big deals, well, start signing people and putting them to work. You know what I mean? Like he just, I knew him before he was famous. Like, yeah, that's cool story, bro.
Yeah, why does he want to be a businessman now when he could have just been signed people and been a businessman?
He could have. He said he had people staying over his house that he could have signed that are really popping right now. Like, sign them and keep them. And it's like when they asked him, they're like, well, if you have so many people signing you first, why didn't you keep them?
Like,
well, if they want to leave, I'm going to let them leave. I'm like,
all them celebrities. It's like all them celebrities that have these stories where like, oh yeah, Ed Sheeran, I let him sleep at my house and stuff like that. And it's like what the fuck?
Cool.
That was just Jamie Foxx too.
I could have swore there was somebody else who said that they let him stay at their place too, like a British person or something.
Might have. Well, Jamie Foxx saw him performing on the street or whatever when he arrived in New York or whatever, and then he gave him a place to stay, and then he
like
ended up
Lady
making it
Gaga
huge.
and think he was like
I'm sure Ed Sheeran gave him a little bit of dough.
what did she think he was? She thought he was like a waiter or something at some award show one time.
Oh, shit.
Oh, who did that?
Lady Gaga did or something.
Oh shit. That's messed up. And then
they showed a picture of how he was dressed, and I'm like, I can see that.
That's when he went in sang A-Team with fucking Elton John in the center on the center stage. She must have been going like, oh fuck.
Oh.
What's that waiter doing up there?
Yeah. Then she got wet.
Oh, that's Edge. Ed Sheeran is probably one of the most gangster people out of the UK that I've ever seen.
Oh, God.
All those tattoos he's got now.
Like,
Yep, absolutely, dude. Edgy as fuck.
he hangs out with like Stormzy. Like, he hangs out with people that are really doing things over there that are not visually.
I don't know if that gets him
good.
cred though. I don't know, man. I don't.
You don't want to give Ed Sheeran. What would you call it over there?
Clout?
Clout? No, probably.
I mean, to me, it's like, okay, here's like what he started out as, and here's what he is now,
Village cred.
and like
I think they call him villages.
he like, I guess he just kind of walks the line. I don't know if that's like.
Well, Johnny Cash walked the line too, and look at him, man.
I guess. I'm not a big Johnny Cash guy.
What?
I just lost a bunch of fans. Sorry,
Oh my
guys.
goodness. Just down the shitter.
That's just the curse, man. That's the curse. It's just.
I just
Ask him about Johnny
Never
Cash's
been that
version
into
of
like
her.
monotone people. I'm sorry. It's just
The
way it
bass.
is.
You don't like the bass?
Not really.
I was asked, damn it, I need to think about an artist that you said. No, you don't like a show that Alex and I don't know if you watch it. You don't like a show that we
Which
watch,
one?
The Super Canadian show.
Letterkenny?
Fuck that
Yes.
show, dude.
That
can't-
show is the shit.
I think it's just they throw it in your face just every 5 seconds, that drivel that they do. I don't even know how to even explain it.
it's like
it's just monotone, quick wit.
But it's literally,
like back and
it's
forth.
literally
like Frasier.
take Napoleon
It's like
Dynamite
Frasier.
and times it by 10, and that's what you get, and make it Canadian.
It's like Frasier. Do
It's
you
not like Frasier. I love Frasier. It's not the
It's
same.
the same
No, it
thing.
isn't.
It's not the same as Frasier.
It is the
Frasier doesn't
same
have
thing.
like people selling drugs and shit in it.
It kind of did.
Yeah, Frasier had
Daphne's
the people
brother.
doing the drugs on set.
Yeah.
That's what Frasier had.
Oh,
Daphne's brother. I'm pretty sure he was in.
I'm pretty
with
sure
the
Kelsey
shits.
Grammer was so loaded when he was doing Frasier
Calm
that
down,
he was
guys.
dead to
Yeah.
the world. Okay.
Calm down.
It's like
Jesus
Frasier
Christ.
with the snapbacks and the quick.
No,
wit,
actually,
and
he
it's
did
funny.
have issues.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah, I bet.
too much quick wit to the point where it's not genuine.
Did you say
Genuine?
Genuine?
Pony? Not like the rapper.
Genuine?
Genuine.
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 It's one of those tomato potato things because you're not saying the same thing.
I agree with Ross on this one.
Letterkenny?
Curse aside, I didn't like it.
Letterkenny is fucking hilarious.
I just don't like that type of humor. It's too.
It's like it takes the worst part about Trailer Park Boys and amplifies it.
There's a bad part about Trailer Park Boys?
Well, yeah.
No.
Okay.
Well, think about it. Like
Trailer Park Boys is better than Letterkenny. if
the
that's-
novelty is that monotone, quick wit. How many seasons are there?
6.
I don't believe that the entire novelty of the show is the monotone, quick wit.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah.
It sounds like a novelty that it will get old fast, and it got old as soon as I watched one episode. So.
It's kind of
Okay,
like.
well, there you go. One episode. There we go.
It's like that Eric Andre.
What's the next
whatever you were
episode going to
watching,
have that
was
monotone
awful.
quick wit? There you go.
There's other
There you
elements.
go.
There's other elements to the show that are fucking
That
hilarious.
get
like,
introduced after the first episode.
Yeah.
Real talk? People talking or acting?
yeah.
No way. People act in that show?
Yes.
I thought they just stand in one spot and just monotonely give you phrases
No.
back and forth.
Pretty much,
No.
yeah. That's I watched like 3 or 4 episodes when he was showing it. That's pretty much what it was.
He watched 3 or 4 in a row, or 3 or 4 at different times and periods.
They were in
of
a
the
row,
show.
I think.
I'm not trying it, dude. I'm
He
not
wasn't
trying to
actually
do it.
watching them though. That's the secret.
Oh, I was
Okay.
getting the gist of it. Believe me.
I see. That's the thing, man. With the curse, I don't know, man. Like I'm with Ross on this one. Curse aside,
It's like a 50-50 split. I mean, I'm not forcing you to like it, but it's good.
I would try
It's
it
really good.
at some other point.
Doesn't
If it
seem
was
worth
just
watching to
existing,
me.
I would never seek it out.
Well, I mean,
Well, a lot of the D&D stuff you watch doesn't seem worth watching to me, but you don't see me making a huge deal.
That's
of it.
like
Yeah.
That's trash.
That's like low budget. Like you can't expect. Like this is literally a show where you should expect more from it, and it doesn't deliver, in my opinion.
Maybe. Let's get off this
Yeah, I agree.
because I got to talk about The Expanse later. So that's like
oh shit.
the greatest
show later.
sci-fi show since the reboot of Babylon 5.
okay. Let's go. Unpaid TSA agents play Travis Scott, Kanye West songs through airport loudspeakers.
Yeah.
The government shutdown is still going on. It's the longest in history. It is currently to the point where the economic hit for having the unpaid workers is now greater than paying for the wall itself.
Well,
So we're already past that point.
They said
And
it's
then you
starting to
have-
affect our GDP. It's that bad.
And then you have
They're
people
saying-
that are contracting through the government. Like, they could do back pay for these government workers, but people who contract
They
with
will.
the government, they're not going to do back pay for. Like, for people who contract with the government,
Yeah,
Okay.
they're not going to do any of
that
that
kind of
shit.
sucks.
But
for
they're
them.
contractors, they're not government employees. Don't they still get paid?
Yeah, a lot of them rely on that as their main employment.
They get paid by the government, and they're shutting
Yeah.
that shit down. You know, and then, too, like,
But it's government employees on government salary. That I don't know if that includes contracts.
that does include contractors. 'cause
Oh, there's going to be
where
a
the money's-
lot
Well, it's like
of
you're getting-
mercenary drugs coming
Well,
through.
you're getting paid.
Holy
Cut the
shit!
check.
It's like your
That's
company has a
terrible.
contract with the government to do a service, and then the government just says, "Yeah, we can't pay you for that, so I guess you're not gonna get that anymore."
How is that not illegal?
What?
It's like me going into Cashwise and eating a shit ton of grapes and be like, yeah, I'm not going to pay for that right now. I'm in shutdown.
Yep, government.
Like, how the fuck
My
is
wallet's
that not
shut down.
illegal?
I can't pay you for that right now.
Oh, these grapes are, I'll return
Well, no,
it to you
isn't
after I
aren't
shit
food
'em out.
stamps done too now? On hold now?
I don't know.
I'm not sure if that stuff is. I have no
Yeah,
idea.
It's
know.
it's
It
the
means that.
shutdown is fucking.
I know there was like
nuts.
food.
Yeah.
There was like food stuff for like the workers that got
Government
furloughed and
workers,
stuff. Yeah,
Isn't
I
it
saw that as
fucking
well.
stupid that?
it's all volunteer.
Let's not become a
type stuff.
political
We
but
can just...
it's stupid the fact that they can actually do that though.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Like
not
one
just
party-
him.
Oh, Trump said there's a big announcement he's going to make on Saturday. I
Well, you
guess
see,
we'll
the
see
thing
what
is,
that
it's not
Yeah,
just him.
him stepping down.
Because
I
if
think
we
that's
actually
what it
had
is.
someone other than Mitch McConnell running the Senate, we could have the government back open.
Yep.
Yep.
Every time they bring a bill to reopen it, he won't even
He
do a
won't
vote
vote,
on
yeah,
it.
he won't.
Even one of their bills.
Fucking...
Yeah, even one that they all agreed on, like the Republicans majority agreed on.
How the fuck are they still getting paid, though? Like, that's what I'm pissed
They
off about.
they drafted a bill to not pay them, but I don't know if it got anywhere.
I think...
Probably won't.
Yeah, because it's like passing a bill to say, hey, I won't pay myself if I fuck up. Like,
Dude, I can't wait till I'm president and just end all that
fucking
bullshit.
Prezi, bang the gavel on this
You
shit.
guys want a government shutdown?
Oh,
Are you
fuck
government employees? Yes. Bye.
Right.
Like, we'll pay you when you come back, but not in back pay.
Right, well, get your
Fuck you guys.
get
But
your
no, he passed a law which was already like in place where they get back pay if they do work for what they do work during the shutdown. And he wrote a law saying, yeah, you will get paid for back pay, whatever, if you work. People are just fucking not working. They're just like all the stories are like people moving to Uber, Lyft,
Yep.
just to try to
Yeah.
make beer money so they can drink their sorrows away because they can't afford rent. Like,
Oh, you could be like,
that's
you
fucking
can be
terrible.
like, you know, that whole music over the speakers thing, or did they get in trouble for that at all, or how did that work?
By who?
yeah.
My mom's like, well, they should get punished for that. And I'm like, what?
If I had,
Watching Fox News, just getting mad at the TV.
Pretty much.
I kind of want to go around the table. We're not gonna give away where you work.
Yeah.
If you had to come to work and you were not getting paid, what type of shit would you do at work? I think that was my point that I'm trying to prove is playing Travis Scott or unedited music over the loudspeaker is probably mild as fuck.
That wouldn't work at my work.
Like, compared to what I would do.
You get paid by how much work you do at my work. So, like, if I was getting paid, then I would just not work.
Yeah, you just like, I'm gonna stay at home.
I work in a quiet office, and people would be upset that there was loud music going on.
Yo.
It's the type of office where you have to whisper, and the only sounds you hear are fucking keyboards going.
That would kill me, yo.
I have headphones.
That would kill
earbuds.
I put headphones on
Music.
the other day after I never wear headphones. It actually made me get a headache. I had to turn down what I was listening to.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
shit.
I was like, I don't like headphones.
Sensitive
I guess.
earati, damn, dude.
Right?
But I mean, no one's gonna punish them. But if they come, I'm sure someone's keeping tabs and been like, "You did this shit." Like,
Get written
We're
up
gonna-
after the fact. That's
Yeah.
even worse.
or
That's
fired
even
after
worse.
the fact.
Yeah.
Here's your back pay for what you did, but you're fired because you went in the break room and napped for 2 hours.
They already don't pay TSA and the whole. No, I'm not gonna get onto that. So
Isn't that nuts that airplanes are closing down like gates now and shit because they don't have enough?
So do you still
employees?
get like unemployment? Like, is that not shut down? Like, what controls that?
Unemployment
yeah.
comes from the government. You don't get unemployment.
Yeah.
What is
that-
food stamps done?
is that open
EBT,
still?
is that closed to
See, I
the
don't know.
unemployment? Like,
In Minnesota, the governor they're working to actually fund that, even if the federal,
See.
and they're gonna
So
demand
state?
reimbursement from the.
Oh,
federal
there you
government
go.
once
I like
they-
that.
Oh
There you go.
shit. That's fucking.
and they're gonna be like, "Sorry, it's not in the budget."
Sorry.
I'm like,
Well-
guess we're joining Canada now.
All right. Well,
Ready.
speaking of horrible news,
We're already
Coming to
South
America
Korea.
sequel.
Coming to America's horrible news.
No, but Eddie Murphy signed on for it, isn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fucking
I
great.
can't even remember the first one.
Yeah, I
so-
know.
I need there to be another Wakanda rollout.
Is that the one with Woody Harrelson in basketball?
I'm not gonna say the
That's
title.
Wesley Snipes.
I was about to say. I was like, oh nope, no.
I don't remember that one either.
Nope.
That was a good one.
I plan to go full out Wakanda. Like when we went to see Black
Again?
Panther. Yes, yes. The first time, I'm not sure if we'll upload a picture or whatever. We'll figure out how to get a picture to y'all. I went all out for Black Panther because I'm a hype beast. I didn't know shit about Black Panther before the movie came out.
Jesus
But
Christ.
I went all out for that shit, but like I have to go all out for this too, because like that was a really glorious moment. To, like I watched Star Wars and I watched other like movies with really big fan bases, but I never dressed up to go to the movie. So like it's like being a kid again. Like I'm definitely doing that shit again. Like,
That would be
for sure.
cool. I should have been in one of the pictures with you and Ernest.
Oh,
Like you guys, I'm just there like.
you know how much shit that I caught for those pictures?
Yes, I remember that.
Yo, like they were just. Long story short, they were just trashing him in the comments, and I'm like, "Yo, it is a picture. Leave him alone."
Yeah, you were getting roasted,
Dude,
dude.
like, you gotta understand, people are petty. So
People
Yep.
are super petty, and I'm like, "Yo, I come, and I have my zebra Yeezys on, and I have my very African shirt and that tuxedo. Like that shit was so fly. I have to do it again.
We'll do it again, dude.
Yeah,
I'll go see Coming to America too.
fuck yeah. You gotta dress.
Electric Boogaloo.
You gotta dress up in the McDowell's costume like Louis Anderson.
What the fuck?
As long as they're not doing Beverly Hills Cop again, I don't want to see that.
just don't want-
been
I just
three of
want
them, right?
that trilogy.
Yeah, you don't want a fourth one, dude.
I didn't like the first one, so
Well, you didn't like any of them? What?
nope.
But
I
you
tell
like
this day.
you like the music though. Axel F.
Sure, I don't know.
I like that. I still like when I get
a
on
crazy
my
frog.
when I get on my bike. I do that. The heat is on. That is my shit. Like, because of that movie. But yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm excited to kind of just see Eddie Murphy again on the silver screen.
You didn't like him in Tower Heist?
I didn't see it.
I like Tower Heist.
I wasn't.
I
I
didn't
wasn't
see it either.
motivated to
Really?
to see it.
I've seen it a
was
couple times.
Was it good? Was it that good? Or you
It's
just-
worth a watch, yeah.
7 out of 10 wouldn't watch again, right?
I've seen it twice already, so I don't know.
Fucking sweet.
All right, do you guys want to talk about this Joe Budden shit? Move past it?
Oh, there's more?
Wait. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, there's... do you guys want to talk about it?
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Is
it like a
No, fuck it. No,
it like
we're
a
not talking
3-minute
about
thing?
Joe
Yo,
Budden.
you gotta talk about it. You gotta at least say what it was.
Is it like a 3-minute thing or something?
I think it'd be a 3-minute thing.
Joe Budden addresses Sci-Hi the Prince again
Oh, yeah.
to come out of retirement for the 1,000th time.
Uh-huh.
Was
Just-
this where they said they were gonna have the one-on-one with like the bag or what up for grabs or whatever?
Well, that's what Sci-Hi said, and it never happened. And Joe Budden said, write the song with your pen, your money on the line, or some shit like that. And Rory and Maul were just, keeping him in check. They actually checked him this time, which was good.
That's good.
They're like, if he does it, are you just going to say you retired again?
Yeah, and then too, it's like...
And he's like, he already took shots at you. Eminem took shots at you. And they're just like,
good.
where's your pen? Like, they're just
Yeah.
talking shit. Anyway, that's it. Joe Budden podcast. Go watch.
Say retired and stop talking
He
shit.
does keep saying he's retired, but he says there's no rapper that can beat him. They don't want smoke, and he's way
You're right.
better than anybody.
You're right. Because it's really cool to be an armchair quarterback. Back in my day, I used to chuck a pigskin a quarter mile. Shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
it's like the dudes that yell at the
Shut
TV during football or whatever. They
Yeah.
he couldn't make that 30-yard catch.
You saw that shit about the
Yeah.
Bears or whatever,
Yep.
where they had a competition in town, and it had to be all the people that were talking shit. I could fucking make that.
Not legit,
No
man.
one made it.
Not legit,
No
it was
one.
snowing out.
Like,
Oh,
no.
Ross thinks he can.
You think
I don't
you
know
can?
if I could, but I know that at least some of those guys may have been able to if there wasn't snow.
You think so?
Yeah.
It's Garbo.
Did they get cleats?
Yeah, see, that's what I was going to say. They should have been given cleats to do it, too.
Track
They're
suit?
given a full foot with the same uniform the guy was wearing. If that's
Yeah, and
Sure.
Like,
I
where's
mean, I guess.
where's it done so? It's
To be
like,
fair, like, the legs aren't being,
to be fair,
held back by a uniform, but
yeah, they are. You ever try to kick in a cup?
kickers don't wear cups, probably. I'm telling you, they probably don't.
You sure?
better safe
Yeah.
than sorry.
You come on, man.
They
Yeah,
probably got special cups.
A lot of people don't
Kicker
even,
cups.
A lot of people don't even wear mouth guards when they should in football and stuff like that.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
no
rough.
Thanks. Brain injuries, no thanks. They're never cool.
All right, so Tidal. Yeah, the news just isn't exciting this week. My bad.
We should have did that.
We don't get to pick the news.
Then go ahead.
Tidal fake streams scandal. They're being investigated in Norway now.
About time.
Isn't
About
Norway
time.
like,
Like,
is that
we
where
were waiting in
Spotify's-
Norway for them to be investigated.
No, I was waiting for somebody to actually
Spotify's
look
from a
into it.
Scandinavian country.
I mean,
right?
how can you say
Are they
something-
the ones initiating this?
No, they could be. I don't know.
I mean, how can you like?
But that did
like,
come
what was
out
it,
that
months
Tidal
ago
had
that they
fake
said
streams.
about it. And now they're finally looking into stuff.
See, the thing is Tidal like it's a huge issue of titles being included in the counts, the streaming counts for sales, getting, A Boogie #1 when he really didn't have that many streams. Like
he had
shit
a
like
lot of
that.
streams. He just didn't have a lot of physical sales.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is this one of those things where it's Tidal is coming out and it's not as established as these other content outlets, if you will, and it's kind of like you're kind of shitting on the little guy now. Do we think these bigger companies are
With
not?
that backing, you
Do
were
we-
shitting on the little guy.
Do
Really?
we think? And backing doesn't mean shit. Do we think?
Might as well be Donnie Trump owning that fucking company. What are you talking about?
Do we think that these bigger companies are not doing the same shit? Honest, real deal, Holyfield, no cap.
Well, give me an example of a company like.
Yeah, like
Spotify boosting numbers. Depending
I mean, you
on
want to
their
talk about
audience
Apple?
is, too.
Apple does underhanded shit.
Apple
Most of them
doing
do.
that. Yeah, like
The streaming
I don't
sites,
know.
though, faking streams. That's like
Spotify.
that's
really,
a huge
like,
deal because that is your.
right. I
Figure
thing
there
understand.
you
is some
do.
kind of code, like
Yeah.
unspoken, like rules of the
Spotify
road
makes
or
deals
something.
with
Who's
like
gonna
indie people and stuff
Well, if
like
it can
that.
be
They don't really-
investigated by
Right.
by the government, that means it's probably illegal in some aspect, faking streams and stuff.
Investigate
Right.
all those extra streams Beyonce and Kanye got on Tidal.
Yep.
Because
Yep.
if it's her and he's like an owner, that's gotta be some sort of a criminal
Yeah.
offense.
It's like Soulja Boy ripping off kids with his consoles. And people are like, "Oh, you're just hating on a young entrepreneur." It's like
It's not.
It's like
you're not an
what?
entrepreneur.
You're not.
You literally have some money from something else you did and said, "I'm going to put my name on this to make more money." That's all you did. That's all you did.
Newsflash, people. His name is not physically on anything.
Exactly.
He has literally nothing to do with anything he is selling
Soulja Boy?
console-wise.
Soulja Boy?
Yeah, he's okay. He
just wanted to
is
clarify
he
that.
is the one stupid motherfucker
Oh, jeez.
who watched a 20-minute drop shipping YouTube ad and said, "That's how I'm gonna rip off kids and make a quick buck. I'm gonna buy these cheap ass emulator machines from China,
Yep.
say they are mine, and then sell them on my website, which is illegal because they have copywritten games on them already, which you cannot do."
He said he has a licensing for that.
He does not. Newsflash. And that's why he pulled the consoles from his website, because he got legal threats from Nintendo.
He didn't pull them. They were sold out.
That's what he claims, but that's not the case.
Do you think he bought them up?
I'm just feeding you his excuses.
Do you think he
that
actually
was his
Do
excuse?
you think he
Yeah.
actually made a deal with these companies, or did he literally go on a bulk site and just buy a bunch of them?
I think he actually. I mean, I don't want to take away from.
I mean, to
all
be
his
fair,
things.
the better thing he could have did was buy it bulk from some site and just sell it, but not. But like,
I mean,
there's-
because at least your ass is covered. Because if
Yeah.
you lose your ass
Why
on it,
put
it's
your name on
$3
it?
a console.
what he
you
did
could-
was he
or,
was
try
like
to.
sure.
he hinted that he made like 200-some thousand in a week or whatever. And that's implying
That seems
he
odd.
did
He did.
Soulja Watch, which is the consoles. That means he got that much money at ripping off fucking kids and shit. For people who didn't know any better.
How much
You
was it?
gotta be smart. You gotta understand.
We're talking he drop shipped these at like 100% markup.
Like, but how? Yeah, I was gonna say how much.
Yeah,
was
but
These are
investment?
complete
How much-
garbage.
How much?
Yeah.
How many other consoles, electronics? I'm not trying to excuse this. I'm just trying to argue the other side of the table, so our viewers could have some sort of whatever. But how many other companies are doing that? Like he brought up on one of his interviews that it costs $8 to make an iPhone, and they're charging $1,000 for it. Apple's charging $1,000 for it. We talked about it previously on the show where Nintendo was charging people to buy cardboard pieces to make up shit that's part of the games and shit like that. Like, are we against all of this or just Soulja Boy?
Yeah, but they actually made the things themselves.
Yeah, Samsung made a lot of Apple
That's
stuff.
not correct. I know.
Yeah, but they licensed to be able
Well,
to use.
I'm
You're
using.
giving an example.
They either
throwing
license to
out
be
a
able to
number,
use
yeah.
it, or China steals it. So
Okay. So what you're arguing is, why can't he sell it with added costs for his brand? Because when you buy an Apple phone, you're paying for the brand.
Right.
The thing is Soulja Boy he did not pay a manufacturer in China to create these.
Yes.
Okay.
He
that's what I'm saying.
stole them and marketed them as his own, which is already an illegal product that you cannot sell in the United States of America, and then sold them to kids, and he might not even face any legal repercussions for it.
Right, but what I'm
Because
asking,
of who he is.
what
Because Nintendo threatened,
Yep.
but I don't know if they're going to actually go through with the lawsuit to
Well,
recoup any of the money.
and it's long term, and it's putting a dollar amount. But like my question is, and you know the question is to everybody at the table.
Nope.
Is this a bad thing because it's Soulja Boy doing it, or is this a bad thing in general to do?
This is a no-no. In the video game world, everything about it is a no-no.
If anything, him getting in trouble for it is what needed to happen. 'Cause if he would have just got like,
Right, but
It
that's
all
what I'm
keep
saying.
doing
Like,
it,
I want to go around the question around the table to clarify this question. So this act is a no-no, or Soulja Boy doing this act is a
anybody
no-no?
doing it.
Okay, same thing with you. Okay,
Because it's essentially ruining it for everybody,
right.
in a sense, because emulation is being attacked right now,
Yeah.
and it was a huge benefit to people, even though it was highly suspect,
Well,
possibly illegal.
Now that Nintendo
Sure.
cares about it, since they're putting it on their consoles as emulators.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I haven't needed to emulate anything for a while now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like,
I mean,
he tries to make it seem like when he goes on this interview, the reason I had everybody clarify that is he tries to make it seem like it's a personal attack on him. And it's like when you do shitty things.
Nintendo don't
Well,
care who he is.
Yeah, that's
no,
what I'm saying.
it's well, sure, it's a personal attack on him. He's a dumbass.
Yeah.
He is breaking the law, ruining it for everybody. Like, for example, like I start buying Raspberry Pi 3s. I buy, the cheap ass SD card. I throw every single NES, SNES, Sega Master System, Game Boy Advance game on there in that ever existed. I just toss it on there. I paid what, $30 bucks, $40 maybe for the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I just like toss it on my own website. $80. You can have all these games.
Yeah.
And then people buy it, and then what I'm doing is highly illegal. And like, I guess there's nothing again. Like, it's just the emulators on it that is the illegal part of it. But if I was putting together a Pi 3 and selling it with a blank SD card, that's something I could do.
What if you
but
put-
once I'm putting copywritten material on there, I'm selling those games, which is highly illegal. And Nintendo doesn't license those things.
What if you
out
put
easily
What if you
at
put it
all.
on the SD card and sell it separately?
You can't sell it. If you buy one of these, you'll get a free SD card with it.
Oh shit.
And then
That's
I just skirted the law. And
yeah.
maybe I slap those games on there when I send it
Yeah,
out.
you never know. I don't know.
That'd
That'd
yeah.
be funny if I just
I would
found
probably
the
get arrested.
And then try to figure out how to assess that because, like, for example, you go on eBay to buy some shit from a sketch company, and they're like, "Oh, this item that is normally valued at $200, we'll sell it to you for 99 cents, but you have to pay $100 in shipping." You know what I mean? Like,
He pulled the consoles. It's over. It's done with. He's a piece of shit.
I think he's gonna try it again.
And the
I
fact
think it's
that
gonna
it
be
was the
revamped.
fucking kids, it like.
I don't think kids are the only people playing video games. And then you got to think.
But
like,
adults, it's the parents buying it for the kids,
Sure.
and it's the kids. If you have 30-year-olds paying double for these things because Soulja Boy told them to, you're also stupid. But that's a different story.
Soulja Boy,
You got
tell 'em.
screwed. You probably won't get a refund.
Well, and you got
that's
think,
on you.
You got to think about like not savvy people. Like you guys put me onto like the Raspberry movement. I still got to buy one.
I was,
But like,
oh, man.
it's like I know how to shop around for the shit that I deal with most. So it's like a easy kind of, hey, I want an emulator. That's fucking cool. I've never seen that before. Type people too that kind of get sucked into that shit. And it's like that entire situation, it blew up to him screaming on people on TV and telling people that he's the reason that Kanye is cocky and everybody's trying to personally attack him. And he just doesn't
And he
realize that you're doing dumb shit.
He got away with it too, to a huge fucking audience on the Breakfast Club. He gets to promote his console because no one knows what he's doing is illegal, and they are also bringing up the console the next day. They bring it up again. Like, doesn't he have those consoles he's selling, the Soulja consoles? And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I was arguing with so many people over Reddit. They're like, you're paying for his, like, some guy's like, I got one of these, and how can it be a scam if I love it? And I'm like, so you paid double to be a sucker, is what you're telling me.
You gotta think though,
Like-
a lot of markets that are successful right now mirror that business image. Like you have people that camp out and buy multiple pairs of Yeezys or multiple pairs of Jordans, and then they mark them up and resell them. And depending on if they're going to drop again or they're going to be re-retro,
Yeah, but they're
and
not
all that
putting their
other
name
stuff.
on it though.
Yeah, but they're benefiting from that. Like that whole thing is like, and
There's not a very good example for this. It's not. Everything you're bringing up is a company paid for these things to be manufactured and made for them with their branding, and they get to sell them. This is just somebody. It's drop shipping. You buy a product, sell it at a markup for people who don't know that you can get it for cheaper, and then you make your money. It's a scam. It's a quick buck.
yeah, so both of
And
them are
this-
scams.
In this, Soulja Boy's a Twitch streamer who specifically advertises this on his Twitch that I'm assuming mostly kids watch. This dude is
I don't
just straight
think kids
scamming
fuck
kids.
with Soulja Boy.
There's no 30-year-olds that are watching Soulja Boy's Twitch stream.
Yo, I don't think kids fuck. Like, what big hit has he had recently?
Nothing.
So weird. Like,
Adults thought
He's a
was gone.
personality now. That's what he is. He's a personality.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
That
what I'm saying
attracts
is-
young people to them. You don't understand that? That's the.
I'm-
I don't even have a Twitter, and I know that.
yeah, most YouTubers, Twitch streamers, kids are watching them.
that's weird.
The Pootie Pass.
Yep.
My kids better not be watching none of that shit.
Yeah, they probably are. They're watching the
Right
Pootie
now.
Pies.
Right now they are.
Yeah, Pootie Pie's Minecraft videos and rallies that he's got going on.
Oh, jeez.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah, he's a millionaire. He's a YouTube millionaire. But
No.
it's attracting to kids because they're eccentric, and yeah, it's attracting to children. So, I mean, are you defending Soulja Boy?
No, I just
Like
wanna,
with the information given, do you think it's okay that he's doing this? Would
I
you
just-
say it's hate that we're just hating on Soulja Boy because he's trying to get a leg up, or
I'm
what?
not saying that I disagree with
already got a
anything
leg
that
up.
has
What's he
been said. What I'm trying
He's
to
broke.
do
Don't do that.
in this particular thing is like kind of quash what people think. And I've like when I watch a Soulja Boy interview, and then I go down to the comments and I hear people saying the same things that I'm saying.
Yeah,
I want to
like-
actively have viewpoints.
How many followers does he have on like Twitter?
No clue.
I don't know.
Hundreds of thousands?
No,
You don't think he has that many, really?
no,
think-
probably 50
Really?
50K,
50K.
He was
Okay,
big
well, I'm gonna
back
look
in the
this shit up
day.
now.
He was
20K.
I
I didn't even know he existed
It's troll culture.
until this shit came up. Like,
Exactly, it's troll culture. You didn't know he
People are trying
existed.
to-
You didn't know how big Tekashi was before this whole troll culture shit. This whole I'm convinced this Ye shit troll culture.
I knew how big 6ix9ine was. I was just ignoring him because he did music.
I didn't
he
know-
put out music. He existed.
I didn't know how big he was. Like, do you?
He
like,
always had.
He's
number
got
one.
his.
5.3 million followers.
That's
That's what it
Million.
says on here.
that's
It's
5
not even.
too many.
That's
Okay.
5
So
million.
here's the way I look at it. He could not do this stupid shit. He could literally just have people pay him to advertise for them, and he could live perfectly fine.
Yeah, I'm sure he's
with
doing
that many
both.
people.
I'm sure he's double
Why?
dipping.
Why is he doing dumb stuff?
Yeah, like.
Cause it's greed, dude. Probably. Like he's got an audience. Maybe someone told him to
And
do
this
it.
whole fiasco probably got him more followers, which is sad.
As we saw with the R. Kelly situation.
I guess that could be why he did it.
Yeah.
See that I don't know.
think he made up rumors of-
this I want to be the last time we ever talk about Soulja Boy
Can't.
on the podcast.
We can't. We gotta give
Well,
this
we
man
thought
some
that
light.
we were going to be done with all that stuff.
yeah,
right,
but we're
right.
not.
Thought we were going to be done with R. Kelly, but now that you said this stuff, he's going to open up a YouTube and a Twitch stream
I gotta kill him.
for marketing reasons.
That's fine. I
Like
like.
kindness.
He's gonna make his own streaming service,
with kindness.
God.
like,
Well,
you know, like a P stream.
Like,
It'll
Oh.
be called P stream.
oh
Shut
no.
up, Rock.
Oh no.
All right. Well, moral of the story
I think-
is that he's scum, and he can be an entrepreneur all he likes as long as he's not ripping off children
And it's-
to make money.
And it's not just Soulja Boy, it's
Illegally.
anybody that does this.
Legally, ripping off kids is okay. Illegally, not okay. Talk to take him out of the R. Kelly book. Page from the R. Kelly book right there.
Like, if he developed his own games for the thing and put his own games on there, it would be fine. But he's using Nintendo's property.
Don't give him any ideas. Bleep
What
that.
would a Soulja Boy game look like? Because I know he has a movie
Don't.
coming out.
We're not speculating this. We're done.
He could just,
Like-
he could just be like, "Hey, indie person, want to put your game on my system?"
Would it be Soulja Man instead of Superman?
Be-
Also, how old do you
Soulja-
gotta be to become like Soulja Man instead of Soulja Boy? Like,
Yeah,
for real.
like,
Like,
is this a level up?
God,
like
Soulja
some people
Man.
never grow up, I guess.
Why is Lil Wayne still Lil Wayne? He should be Wayne by now, right?
He's short, isn't he?
He should.
Is Lil Wayne short?
I think so.
Yeah,
Maybe
he's,
that's
he's
why he's
small in general. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Maybe that's just because he's short.
Well,
Maybe that's just
shut
his
up,
nickname.
Alex.
Short Wayne.
Okay, let's just move on to video. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
We're moving to video
Holy
games.
Shit.
Yes, I know.
That's a lot of fucking.
I know.
Oh, wow.
Too much time on Soulja Boy. GameStop buyout expected to be finalized next month. Not a single tear was shed.
What are you talking about? It's probably being bought out first.
We still miss Funko Land.
Yeah.
Funko Land.
Exactly. Fuck you,
Bring it
GameStop.
back. Bring it back.
I've never heard good stuff about GameStop. Like, you give them a ton of shit, they offer you like $6 in-store credit.
GameStop was
$2.65
the GOAT way, like, back in the day.
GameStop?
I never went
Yeah.
there a
When they
lot,
were doing
really,
that,
if it
like,
was GameStop.
pre-order shit or whatever?
Well, back in the day, because digital wasn't a thing really, so used games was a huge market. You actually got stuff for your used games. Used games were expensive. Trading was much better, but they figured people still trade in the games, even if it's $5. You know, $5, 5 games, $25 towards a brand new game. Like,
Yeah,
they're like, people will do it, and then they sell those games for $30. You know, used. It's just.
You think anything they don't
it's the market.
sell, like they could just like donate to like
Excuse me.
charity for like a write-off or something?
No,
I think so.
I don't know. They burn them. I don't know what they do.
Screw you, Gran Turismo.
Well,
Dump it in
I
there.
think they have a warehouse now, like warehouses where they could just order. Like if the store doesn't have it, they can order it on their, you know, from their
huge
stock.
video.
and get
They
it.
have
Yeah.
distribution
Huge
warehouses.
video
so-
Yeah.
game suppository.
So yeah, they apparently they lost a shit ton of money. Like last year, they were down like over 400 million or something.
How?
Their
They were
business model, people just are
Yeah.
getting turned off by it.
Yeah,
They're like
that
the
makes
meme
sense.
now. They're like the EA of game stores.
I will say though, that is the only good part about having an Amazon place in Minnesota. You get your shit fast.
Yeah.
Hey,
the time.
Amazon,
If they have
warehouse.
it in that warehouse,
Yep,
yeah, you can
usually they do.
Yep.
Where is that?
That's where they.
Shakopee.
That's.
Shakopee, yeah.
I think that if for the item that you buy, I think you when you get the option, like you could get it here tomorrow. Like if you select this, I think that's the ones that are in.
I've
the
gotten it within
warehouse.
2 days, I think, like without selecting special shipping.
Well,
Before.
that's Prime.
I got some
No,
shit.
without Prime.
Without Prime, oh
Yeah,
I'm talking
just,
with
just
Prime.
because it's literally right there.
They got the special one that's like next day you can have
Yeah,
this
yep.
Yeah.
for $5 more or
I've
something.
done
Yeah.
that. And it wasn't even
That's
that.
probably from the warehouse. That's
Yeah. With Prime, it wasn't even that bad either. It was there next day.
So no one's shedding a tear. I don't think
For
it's anybody
GameStop.
special buying it. I think it's like there's bids between two like finance companies or some shit. Just like the companies that exist to buy companies, milk them and then move on, like that kind of thing. I think like they're investors. I think
Is that what
probably.
isn't that Donnie Trump?
Yeah, probably.
Or, I think Chris Hansen wrote a check.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna buy out games.
It's gonna
I'm
bounce.
Just write this check quick.
You gonna talk about that, Chris Hansen?
Man, Chris, why did he buy the number of things he did and the weird arrangement of shit that he did? Like,
I said that he had like too many
And then
Secret Santas to buy for.
Didn't he get like kicked out of where he lives too because he didn't have? Didn't have
Yeah,
money
he
to
just
pay
got
for it?
evicted or
Yeah.
something.
it was 355 mugs, 288 t-shirts, 650 vinyl decals. Like,
Was he gonna like resell them?
what
or
do you
something?
need that? Like,
He's drop shipping them like Soulja Boy now.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. Yeah.
just like balling
the
out
gun,
on
go to
Instagram.
the-
I'm buying
the-
all of these mugs right now. Like,
The
what are you
Hansen
doing?
store. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
dumb.
boy.
You can't be famous and bounce checks. Like,
Unless
that
he
was
was-
that time.
What if he was gonna give them as like prizes when he catches a predator?
Oh, snap. You get a vinyl
You get this
sticker.
mug, but goodbye.
Yeah, he's like, hey, you tried to diddle this kid, but it's not all bad.
I thought you just skip out on it. You just skip out on it and go to Canada or whatever, like Randy
Yeah,
Quaid
just
did.
like,
Oh,
skips.
Is that what I thought?
I thought
Oh
it
yeah,
was
tax
Yeah, it
evasion.
was tax evasion. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh yeah.
okay, so Chris Hansen might be getting arrested and homeless. Like that's fucked up. He did the world a great service.
He was
or the U.S. He was specifically
yeah,
a great
he was
service.
part of. I don't know. I think the only way for him to save himself from this is to actually catch R. Kelly.
Maybe that's they're gonna make they're gonna make a movie about it where he becomes homeless, down on his luck, and it's just a comedy about where he has to be the one to capture R. Kelly.
Yo.
Well, I was gonna say it's gonna be like Dog the Bounty Hunter, but for pederasts or some shit.
Oh Jesus.
All right,
That
so
shit is great.
back to video games. There's did anybody play the demo for the Resident Evil 2 remaster?
No.
I didn't play I heard it was like 30 minutes long, but I heard there were people like speed running it.
Yeah, you could only play it for 30 minutes, but pausing it stops your timer. But once the 30 minutes is done, you're kicked out of the game.
But apparently you could. They were beating it in like 2 minutes and 40 something or something like
What?
that.
Holy
like
shit!
speedrunners
I gotta see that shit.
Jeez.
That's awesome.
I think that's what I read somewhere.
Yeah, because you either don't beat it and you get kicked out, or you beat it and then you're done with the demo. But it's not the exact same as Resident Evil 2. They're like implementing shit from other games that shouldn't be there, which is, they got the third person over shoulder view rather than the fixed camera, which, yeah, sure, okay, but then they started implementing shit from other games, so I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. But I love Resident Evil 2.
I like watching.
That shit was great, dude. Did you guys play it as a kid at all? As a kid,
first
as a
one
little,
I played
little
was
boy?
4, I think. So
I
Holy
think
shit.
that we might have rented a Resident Evil at some point. but
yeah,
we didn't
maybe I can't even remember. Like,
from
Yeah.
Black
Resident Evil
Flash
4
time.
is like the most popular, I think.
yeah,
That's the first game that had the over-the-shoulder camera.
Didn't they have a live-action movie
third
too?
person. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they had like 5 of them.
No,
They're
I
Resident
swear
Evil?
there
They're
were
literally
like
gonna.
7
They
of them.
literally
7?
have like 5 or at least 5. I can't remember. Yeah, like he said,
That were huge?
And they all made money.
Nice.
Not here.
Not necessarily
The
here.
first one did.
Oh.
Yeah,
The first
But-
one is the one that I'm
but
thinking of. Then.
the whole franchise made over $1 billion overall,
Wow.
which is pretty good.
That's what Fortnite did last year, though.
And
Ain't it?
they are rebooting
Like
it.
$2 billion.
They are rebooting it because it was so successful. But they're
Wow.
gonna. They claim they're gonna stick closer to like the games. But
Thank God, because the first one was good, the second one was meh, and then the rest are like,
I don't know, I like-
fuck it, let's do the most ridiculous shit.
I like 3. 3 was like one of my favorites.
Is that
other than
is that
first
the
one.
post-apocalyptic one where
Yeah,
it
like the
immediately
desert?
jumps to the desert
Yeah.
shit? See, you
Well-
would like that one. You would like
Okay.
that one, Ross.
Sure.
The curse. But
The curse.
I'm excited for this remake, but the one that I'm most excited for, which came out yesterday, I believe, get ready for this, guys. Onimusha Warlords.
Yeah, I heard.
I saw that on the Switch online store.
It's on the Switch?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I was gonna buy it on Steam. I'm gonna get it on Switch because then I can play it fucking anywhere. That game is so good. It's from the PlayStation 2. Imagine Resident Evil, Devil May Cry, and Dark Souls smashed into one fucking epic game, and that's what you get with Onimusha. Fixed camera perspective like Resident Evil. Just the game is so fucking good.
Oh,
Play
yeah?
that game.
So, like,
Experience that game.
Is it your Shenmue 3? Is that what it is?
It's my Shenmue 3.
Goddamn.
I never played Shenmue, so I can't speak to Shenmue, but Onimusha was fucking dope. That was one of the, I think, like 2 games I got to own for my PS2, or that was purchased for me.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Because when you grow up poor, when you get a video game console, because your parents strive so hard for it and worked hard for it, you get one game. And then the rest, you might not even get one game. The rest of the games you rent.
You'll get the one game that came with the bundle.
And then when you go to the rental store, sometimes you don't even get to rent a game because they cost more than renting a
Like
movie.
you'll get Episode 1 Pod Racer with your Nintendo 64.
Yes.
That's what I got. Episode 1 Pod Racer with
Dude,
the
the
bundle.
worst thing back in the day was when you had to rent a game, you didn't beat it that week or however many days you got it or over the weekend, and you had to take it back, and then you had to wait for the next time where your parents were willing to rent you another video game, and you had to rent it again, and then you find out that you were almost done with it.
The more
And then you beat it, and then you're like, oh, fuck, I have nothing.
The more you guys talk, the more I realize I was spoiled as fuck as a kid. Like, I didn't go through any of that. Like, I was like, I like that. I'll get that.
That's when that happened, when you beat the second time you rented it and you beat it and then you had nothing to do. That's when you went through the catalog of Game Informer demo discs
Oh, yeah.
that had the different games for it,
Jeez, yeah.
and then you play, and then you toss that in and play the same level of fucking Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver,
Yep.
Oh,
like for the
shit.
20th time.
Yep. Don't know what's going on, but
And you're like, I hope this story pans out. Never.
Damn.
Nope. Never does. Never does.
Shit.
But yeah, that was the struggle growing
Yeah.
up.
That's
Now and then because when we were able to like download games and stuff, and maybe find games, tripping on the internet, that was you just never
New
paid
grounds.
for a game, dude. Like that was the worst.
Now Steam, you just buy games and you never play them, and
Yep.
it's like
I think I've played like every single game I've had on Steam though. But I only have like 110 games on there.
Jeez.
But I pretty much
I have something like
I
that.
buy games from
played-
the past.
I've
that
played
I've
like
already
15
played.
of them.
pretty sure I'm at 300 or 400.
That's ridiculous.
Games?
I don't even know that there's that many games that exist that are playable on Steam.
Y'all got
That's fucked up.
So you guys excited?
For what?
Glass?
John Wick.
3?
John
Wait, Glass?
John Wick chapter
Glass
3.
we'll probably see tomorrow is what I was thinking.
Holy
Yes,
shit.
it did come out this weekend.
Yep.
Good. I am so fucking excited.
Whoa, we missed
John
the Broly
Wick came
movie.
out this
No,
weekend.
no,
Calm
Glass.
Oh,
down.
shit.
Glass
John Wick,
did.
the trailer came out. Oh, my bad.
Wow.
Trailer came out.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
John Wick
It's like,
Parabellum,
Parabellum, yep.
which is
Yeah.
Latin for
The part
Parabola.
the part of the
to
brain
prepare for war.
the part of the brain that's at the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
I think it's Latin to prepare for war.
Could be.
I think that's what it was when I went into the lab.
I think that it's a type of
Do you think this is the last one? Because the
No.
director guy and him both said that they would keep doing it if they felt like it.
Yeah,
I
they're
think.
gonna milk this thing, and I'm not even mad about it.
I want it to be a fucking to prepare for war. Cool. I want it to be done after this one, honestly.
I mean,
I want it to be. I love when movies are trilogies.
Unless we'll see, like, if they do it and it still feels good to
you
keep
just do a second
going,
trilogy?
I'd be fine with it having another
No,
one.
you do a prequel with Common, and then make that a trilogy.
Talking about like offshoot movies, like one-offs.
Like Solo?
Oh,
Yeah.
no, don't do that.
Solo's apparently a good movie, but
I
people
watched
just
it.
refuse.
I still have to
I
watch it on
watched
it. Is it
Netflix.
good?
Yeah.
I'll still watch. I'll watch it.
I support Don Glover though, so.
Yeah.
Don Cheadle.
This guy hasn't even seen Doctor Strange yet, apparently.
What?
Yeah.
I've
Well, it's
seen
Marvel.
Doctor
He doesn't
Strange.
like Marvel.
You don't
Not
like
a
Marvel,
DC
Alex?
movie, dude.
I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, Thanos would get folded like a fucking towel by Darkseid, but that's...
He's waiting for the
The anti-life equation?
No, what's the Harley Quinn Squad one movie? That's
Suicide Squad?
Squad.
I haven't seen that.
He's waiting for
Hey,
that
whoa,
one.
what about a Joaquin Phoenix The Joker movie? That
I'm not excited for that at all. I'm
Really?
not excited for any DC movie ever.
I don't think
Except for
there's a
Batman.
Joaquin Phoenix film that I like.
Really?
Yeah.
Like where he's the main character?
Signs.
Like even
Like
in
Signs,
there.
he's
The
in.
Village.
The Village.
Is he in
Wait,
the village?
He's.
Or are you just trolling me?
Oh my
I thought that
goodness.
he's the villager dude that turns out to be the Beast thing, isn't it?
Oh.
Yeah.
Adrian Brody
Yeah.
you're talking about, right?
Wait, what?
No, that wasn't...
No, I think you're right. I think Alex is right, and you're weird.
Adrian Brody's in the village.
Adrian Brody was hiding a fucking
Adrian-
piano during that time,
Isn't
dude.
Adrian Brody
Holy
like
shit.
the hero guy for it? And Joaquin Phoenix is the weird guy that, like,
I'm gonna have to search
Yeah,
this
you look
Yeah.
that up.
you know
'cause I'm
what?
like,
You know
don't
what?
have it
Who
last
gives a
time.
fuck? How's that sound? No, I'm kidding.
That shit is.
I'm
funny.
trying to think of Joaquin Phoenix movies that I like.
It's
There's Signs. There's Walk the Line.
Joaquin Phoenix, Lucius Hunt.
Thank you.
yeah, but guess what? Adrian Brody's in the damn
Adrian
movie.
Brody was also in the...
Ah! Okay,
A win's
we
a win,
weren't
I
saying
guess.
no to you though. You were saying no to us.
He's
we
literally
were
the
saying
guy.
no to you.
He's literally the guy who like.
Joaquin Phoenix, didn't he play Johnny Cash or something?
Yeah.
Fuck. What
He
else?
was in
the Walking
Gladiator.
Line movie, Yeah.
Yeah, Gladiator.
Ah, I think that's why.
Oh
I
yeah,
like the
well
guy.
I didn't like him in that.
Yeah,
So.
I don't.
Man, well, no one liked his character in that. He was
Yeah.
banging his
I think
mom or
that's-
sister or some shit.
I think that's why I don't like the guy.
'Cause
That's
he was
funny
banging his
because he plays a role and I'm
Or
like,
wanna
fuck
do?
that guy.
Fuck that guy.
Like that's like the Shooter McGavin. Like I don't like that guy.
All
either.
right.
You're just like my mom when it comes to movies. The person will have one role she
He was
doesn't
in
like, and
Hotel
she's like, I hate that
Rwanda.
guy.
Yeah.
I didn't
Me
see
and your mom
Hotel
would get along.
Rwanda.
That shit is true. Like I don't fuck with him if you play that role.
Like
good.
she's like, I can't, like I don't like Tom Cruise in anything, and I'm like, you haven't seen him in anything. You literally watched him in stuff a long time ago and didn't like him.
Oh, wasn't he in that one where he had sex with an AI or something?
What?
Oh, the one with the phone. I don't know if he has sex with it.
Wasn't he in that movie
Yeah, he
where
had
like
sex
there were
with
the
it.
kid vampires or
How do you have
whatever?
sex with a phone?
The kid vampires.
He was in the movie with the kids where they were like vampires or some shit, right?
Kids, or they were vampires.
The Lost Boys.
That was.
Joaquin Phoenix.
He might have been. That's a good movie. Okay, anybody
Wait,
got
he
anything they want to say before we wrap it up? Any news you guys want to bring up? Anything?
Okay.
Guess
I gotta say it for the last time on the podcast. Soulja Boy.
Soulja Boy.
Ross, bleep that.
Just
Bleep
bleep
the
that
Soulja
word.
Boy?
It's like beep. There we go.
We'll catch you next time.
Deuces.
So you.